is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the New Orleans Pelicans. It'll be the Heat off the tip. Now Conley. Tonight, a great backcourt matchup, Doris. When you were going up against another talented guard in college basketball, did that change your approach at all?
Well, you certainly knew when you were looking opposite somebody who had a skill set and a talent level that was going to challenge you for the full 48-minute game. And obviously, it raised the level of intensity. Your interest was piqued, and you want to show out against the best player. So certainly on the night you know you're going against an all-star type player, believe me, it's personal.
They take the challenge. All great players do. They want the challenge, don't they?
No doubt.
Now here is Conley. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Pass to Harris. And here is Harrell. Back to Harris. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Here's LaVine. Outside Mirotic. Those three-pointers off the mark. And it's Harris with the ball for Miami. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Nice shot from the wing. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Back to James. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Harris.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
Outside, LaVine. No good on the three. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
Doris, you covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. And I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
Back to Grant. Here's O'Quinn. Pass to Monk. A three ball. Utah needs to get off the shot here. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Yeah, nothing too flashy there, but O'Quinn certainly able to punch it down with authority because he is a big body.
Now here is Conley. Here's Middleton. Over Monk. Shot's good by Middleton.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
The shot's good from O'Quinn.
The defense has nothing for that. O'Quinn using that upper body strength to clear space to the bucket.
Pulls it up. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. And so Grant will bring it up for Utah. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And Chris Middleton 2 seasons ago tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Now, here's Monk. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Middleton. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Well, court vision, Doris, one of those intangible skills. You had it when you played, and when it comes to seeing the floor, I'm sure you have people that impress you with the way they see what's going on.
Kevin, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have witnessed one of the seminal players of his generation and arguably the greatest passer in the history of the NBA, and that's LeBron James. I mean, this guy's ability to make any pass, to put a 50-foot pass on a rope from one side of the floor, maybe from the hash mark to the opposite corner, and put it in the shooting pocket of different players is mind-boggling. At the center spot, you've got the young and talented and pass-first center of Nikola Jokic. And then, of course, the man who, to me, for a 10-year stretch, was the best pure point guard in the NBA, and that's Chris Paul. And listen, historically, some of the guys I loved watching, Steve Nash, John Stockton, I loved Mo Cheeks. Listen, I'm very partial to men who want to distribute the basketball and who take special relish in watching guys score baskets off their work.
Utah leading by 4. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he gets it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Turner.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And here are the Heat now. And here's Plumlee. Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Tries again. Outside for Thomas. Offensive rebound. Here's LeVert. Traps in the tray. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Another miss by Utah. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's LeVert. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And that's a foul called on Miles Plumlee. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Really smart player with a high basketball IQ. Justin Anderson is just scratching the surface for his immense potential.
Pass to LeVert. Outside Thomas. 13 feet away.
This guy's got potential as a lockdown defender.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Jazz lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
See, here's yet another second-round pick in Kyle O'Quinn, who has proven himself to be a quality role player. This is a big man who plays with tremendous physicality.
Here's Thomas. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. There is something interesting about Kyle O'Quinn. He's widely considered one of the funniest players in the NBA.
And that sense of humor, I think, can unite a locker room. It's led to some crazy interactions with celebrities and spawned some great pranks. But you love to have positive energy. It makes for a very good teammate. Leave him open from mid-range like that, and there's not much doubt he'll knock it down. Come on, guys, you got to think.
Pass to Turner. Outside Thomas. To the middle. Here's LeVert. Reed covering. Misses the three.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Jazz leading by 8. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Pass to O'Quinn. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
And here are the Heat now. After the basketball. Utah.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
Now here's Conley after LeBron James's miss. Shot clock at 5. Miami needs to get a shot off. Middleton can't get it to go. And so James will bring it up for Utah. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And then Okafor slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Conley with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harris outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
That is such a tough matchup for smaller defenders out there. He can simply shoot right over them.
And they double up LeBron. And Okafor slams it in.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Pass to Middleton. Conley with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And here is Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For 3, Middleton.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Well, I think one of the things that strikes you about Quinn Snyder is whatever is at his disposal in terms of players, he makes great use of it. He loses Gordon Hayward, dealt with a ton of injuries, and yet the Jazz are always competitive.
A pass to Fox. Second chance shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a large part of why the Jazz stay competitive is Snyder's creativity.
Right, he calls his system advantage basketball. They're trying to make the most of screens and cuts to give a player an advantage on the catch. I'll tell you, that turns good players into very good players.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Kicks it out to LeBron. Down low. Jefferson. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Jefferson's got his first points of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's LeBron. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. The Heat trailed by 18. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lin.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
So it's Utah now. Pass to Mirotic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Well, we know every game LeBron is going to find his way to the line just from his aggressive style.
24 seconds left in the first half. Lin looking it over. At the elbow, it's Thompson. From about 19 feet. Rebound, Utah.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Utah out. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in a second. Utah with the ball. James outside. Pass to Jefferson. Right through the D for the layup. Jefferson's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Utah. Here's Lin. Well, last year pretty much a lost year for Lin. Tore his patella tendon on opening night, and Doris, that was it.
Yeah, that was hard to watch for Jeremy Lin because you know he's put in the time and was penciled in for a big role with Brooklyn. It's so nice to see him step back between the lines and continue playing.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now, Jeremy Lin is an aggressive player, Kevin. Someone who will make things happen. I like how aggressive he is. He sets a tone with that aggression.
Here's Levine. And the shot falls short this time. And so Lin will bring it up for Miami. And Jones slams it in.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man, uncanny.
James with it. Jones covering. James, no good. The Heat trailed by 20. Over in the corner, Turner. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Levine.
Oh! You got to be kidding. Body control, flair for the dramatic, Levine in style.
Right side, Lin. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Fox. An easy 2 points on the layup. Fox has got 17.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Lin. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Over Levine. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. On offense, here are the Jazz. They swipe it. Now in transition is Lin. Here we go. And stolen by Mirotic. A pass to Fox. And Utah turns it over again. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now Lin. Plumlee trying to break loose. Excellent D there from Mirotic.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really just sheer dominance, going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one.
And finished off by LeBron.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
Here's Turner. And just miss after miss right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Don't you love to see Karis LeVert rise and fire? Perfect form on that release.
To the inside. Here's Jefferson. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Pass to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
I don't think you can stop LeBron James when he starts off to fly like that. Might as well just start jogging back the other way.
Stolen by Levine. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. And the Heat call time here.
You know, I think, guys, what's amazing to me is LeBron has been in his prime for over a decade at this point. And we all kind of keep waiting for Father Time to catch up. But who knows when that's going to happen?
Now here's LeBron. He has 7. And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
1:25 left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's LeBron. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter. And Doris, normally players LeBron's age start to decline, but it isn't happening.
Yeah, Kev, I mean, LeBron said he wants to be the player to break the mold and dominate into his late 30s. Listen, he wants to play with his oldest son, so we'll see what happens.
Conley's shot is off. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. The Jazz have gone 9 of 13 from the line. Free throw good, Levine.
And I think, guys, one thing about Levine, raw prospect in college, raw when he entered the pros, and now just starting to polish up that game.
Now here's Middleton. He has 6.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Fox with it. Conley picks him up. Releases. LeBron's shot is good. LeBron's got 11 points.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
Back to Conley. Fires from deep. Harris outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's now 8 points for Tobias Harris.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so it's the Utah Jazz. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Now here's Conley. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down or they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
And we get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
Ennis misses. And so James will bring it up for Utah. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pass to Harrell. And here's Conley outside. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Now, here's Fox. Over Conley. Fox, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he's not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
James, no good. And Harris, wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer, no good.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason.
Whoa!
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Jazz ball.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's James. Over Harris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Here's Fox. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Fox has got 25 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here they go. And it's Fox with the jam.
We know this about Kyle O'Quinn. If you're open, the big man will connect with you.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Now, here's Fox. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Miami.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
The Heat making a switch here. Fox hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Conley left side. And stolen by James. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. It's been all Jazz. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. And here is Fox. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. You think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kev?
I like what you said, and even more for the younger kids who are learning the game. They got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
That's his second personal foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Pass to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for De'Aaron Fox.
Boy, what a tremendous display of offensive firepower. It mattered not the size, the type of defender they put on him. He made easy work of it.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Heat moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. And Mirotic sends it back. A pass to Fox. Back to James. And here is Bridges. Guarded by Harris. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks.